want to turn back to that breaking news from Tennessee because Jackson police, they say they've captured Austin Drummond after a 4-day manhunt. Drummond stands accused of killing over four people just over the weekend. Right now, we want to bring in CBS News correspondent Nicole Valdes. She's live for us in Jackson, Tennessee. Nicole, I know this breaking news is happening right now, so still a lot of information you're waiting to gather, but what can you tell us at the moment?
Hey, Mugo, yeah, officials confirmed that they were able to get Austin Drummond in custody about an hour or so ago. Now, we started to realize that something was clearly happening. There was a shelter-in-place order put in by the Jackson Police Department for certain areas and certain streets. People who lived in that community were told to lock their doors, remain indoors, and avoid unnecessary travel. They say they had gotten word of a sighting of Drummond in that area. Now, this is just a few hours after they released some really interesting surveillance video last night of Drummond in Jackson. He was seen wearing camouflage pants and holding a large black rifle, also wearing a long sleeve shirt and a brown backpack. You could see him on several Ring doorbell cameras trying to open up certain doors and walking through certain neighborhoods in Jackson. That's where police believed that he was really for the last few days. They said he had ties to Jackson, and they've made several arrests of people they claim may have been accomplices to the murders after the fact, helping Drummond likely evade law enforcement throughout this week-long manhunt for him. At one point, the award for any information leading to his arrest reached more than $32,000, Drummond making Tennessee's most wanted list, again, after being accused of murdering four people, all of the same family, in Tiptonville, Tennessee, last week, Tuesday. Among them, a 15-year-old boy, the parents, a grandmother and uncle of that boy as well. And he abandoned a young baby in a car near someone's home in that community. Initially, that was what law enforcement was hoping to use to sort of appeal to Drummond and tap into his compassion, asking him to turn himself in. But obviously, we reached to a point where it was nearly a week-long manhunt for someone that was clearly trying to run and hide from law enforcement up until today, Muko.
Yeah, and Nicole, I don't know if I missed it, but do we know how those four victims are connected to Drummond?
Well, all of those four victims are of the same family. Police say that Drummond knew them, but they haven't really shed light on exactly how he knew them. Was he related to them? How close of a relationship did he have to them? That's still unclear. And to go back, I mean, we know that Drummond spent the last 10 years or so in prison for charges of robbing a convenience store with a gun. So really the last 10 years he's been behind bars. He was just released after serving a 10-year sentence, but was later arrested on another charge, an attempted murder plot that apparently happened while he was in prison, and was just out on bond on that second charge. So again, he hadn't been out for too long of a period of time, it seems. So again, I think the relationship there is still something that we're waiting to learn more about.
And hopefully police hold some news conference later today for us to get more information. But great info there, Nicole Valdes. Thank you so much for your reporting.